reclaimed the 15 magic. Over 1,000 yards and 9 touchdowns then.
They're going on 4th down. It's Taylor. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he... Whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. The play clock's running down. And some real confusion here. They won't even get to the line. Out of the gun, Palmer. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. On 2nd down, Johnson. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on 3rd down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Blue 58.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Palmer. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. Larry Fitzgerald still catching footballs. The game's active leader in receptions, Charles. Well on his way to a 2nd straight 100-catch season.
That's phenomenal, isn't it? Think about what he's had to do in his career. Staying healthy, taking care of his body, doing a great job in the film room to learn what defensive backs like to do and setting them up and beating them. His career is absolutely off the charts, and he went from an outside receiver to a slot guy. You name it, Larry Fitzgerald's done it.
And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now out come the Bills. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And here is the Cardinal defense.
Tyrann Mathieu has a cornerback's build with safety skills. The Honey Badger knows where the football is.
2nd down following the run. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Let's go. 1, 9.
On 2nd down, Taylor. And that's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to LaShawn McCoy. And it's 3rd down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
And the Cardinals, they trot out their dime package for 3rd down. from the shotgun. It's Taylor. They got a man. It's Woods. A good pick up there. They'll come out in the pistol.
Ohio, check it out. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. On 1st down, it's Taylor. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A good 1st down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. 2nd quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. Second down, they need less than a yard to pick up the 1st. On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
But I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
3rd down now following the run. They'll try and run for it with McCoy. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels.
For confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try to sneak with Taylor. Call it a 3-yard gain, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
And this is a spot where you have your offense stay out there to get those few inches. It's too long for a field goal. It's not worth punting. So this is the right decision as far as I'm concerned, and they wind up picking up the 1st down.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now a 1st down carry here for McCoy. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game. Now they'll throw with Taylor. And unable to
can't connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On third down, Taylor. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9.
This offense is in rhythm now, just accumulating first downs and moving the ball downfield.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. This will be caught at about the 6. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Charles Clay, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills are in for 6.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see.
Brandon, I think the NFL in recent years made an absolute brilliant tactical decision, and that was to move a lot of the divisional games to the end of the year in hopes that it would mean something. And, you know, remember at that time it was, hey, we don't want people to rest players down the stretch. Well, I think it's worked brilliantly because we've got some big-time games potentially showing up here at the end of 2016.
Adds intrigue in some big games. Intrigue also, though, because even if you've got two teams that maybe are having bad seasons, they're usually rivals, and that helps at the gate.
It certainly does. Helps in a lot of ways, even if you're not playing for a playoff spot. As you said, if you're a rival, it still gets the interest of the fans.
So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Palmer. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerry Hughes in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. On the return, it's Tate. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Taylor. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it a 2nd down. And it looks like this will likely be the last play before we hit the 2-minute warning.
Let's see if they can sneak one more good play in before the 2-minute signal.
Now Taylor, and incomplete there. A nice hit, jars the ball free, and brings up 3rd down. Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd.
Let's go! 1, 9! Let's round!
Lose yardage here. They lost lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Cardinals. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Now Palmer to throw on 2nd down. He's going to wind up and air it out. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Larry Fitzgerald taking it in. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They go play action here on 1st down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series.
And he can't get away from the pressure. Palmer sacked. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Second down, sack by the defense. What type of pressure will they bring here on 3rd? We'll see.
Let's go.
Now Palmer on 3rd and long. He's going to air one out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Corey Graham. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Charles, I have to bring up something you told me about last week. You often find hidden talents with a lot of these guys in the NFL. And Baltimore kicker Justin Tucker, he's a heck of an opera singer, and he's very good at singing some holiday tunes, isn't he?
He certainly is, and when he sings, he captivates you. Because I've actually seen him on video in the tails, right? I mean, he looks fantastic, but he sounds even better. And not only that, how about what he's done on the field? 10 field goals of 50 yards or more this season, which ties a record set by Blair Walsh in 2012 when Walsh was a rookie.
But seriously, go to your favorite search engine. Just put in Justin Tucker Opera. You'll be blown away. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Here we go.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Taylor. And the third down pass falls incomplete. Charles Clay has tied in the intended target, and it's fourth down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Now here's Ross. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And possession will change here with very little time remaining until halftime. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Caught by Nelson left side. It's a gain of 24 that time. And it'll give the Cardinals a first down.
Strength throwing the football downfield has never been an issue for this big guy. I still remember the first time I met him. He was playing for USC, and when I got introduced to him, I thought I was meeting their starting tight end, not their starting quarterback.
Such a presence, Carson Palmer.
Very much so. He's had it ever since he entered campus there and still has it today.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. On the return, it's Brandon Tate. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Come on, let's go!
Throwing now, Taylor on first down. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now it's Taylor. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, 54 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. Took him less time than that to get to top speed.
And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They're down in this game, a chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start. That was a good, strong run there. While it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
They go to Johnson again. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Let's go.
They'll throw on first down here with Palmer. Screen play, Johnson. And some room to work. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
First and 10, it's Palmer. Caught, right side, Gresham. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Andre Ellington, his first carry. A gain of 3, second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now Palmer. Fitzgerald's got it right side. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it. And Fitzgerald has got it. Touchdown, Cardinals. Larry Fitzgerald, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And now the Cardinals are within a 2-point conversion of tying up this game. So they're going to go for 2. Palmer looking to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
Third quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe first or second, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to I don't like to chase a lot of points, but I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
They come up in an offset eye. They go play action here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Happy holidays, everyone. It's a great time of year, isn't it? And I know that we've had a blast doing these updates here for Madden. And we certainly hope that you've had a blast receiving them. Now, Week 16, we will not have updates for you, but we'll be back for Week 17.
We will indeed. I like how you just popped in there right after the incompletion. Happy holidays, very enthusiastic. No, certainly, everybody enjoy the time with friends and family, and looking forward to 2017. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And that takes us from second to third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On third down, Taylor. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. And not great starting field position here for the offense.
Get ready. 1-18.
Now Palmer down around his goal line. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is.
Now Palmer maybe not in love with the personnel or the call, and he's going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Palmer to throw on 2nd down. And Gresham's got it over the middle. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can he?
Yeah, he can indeed. Palmer's hit, fumble. He loses the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they've got the football, and they're already knocking on the door inside the 5 at the 4-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up.
And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. LaShawn McCoy taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And that makes it a 9-point game. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Now Johnson, and he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
First play of the drive, let's get fitted all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. One receiver left, 3 to the right. On 1st down, it's Palmer. Underneath for Johnson. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
2nd down, 9 yards to go. On set 1, deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. He got 29 yards that time. And at this stage, down in the 2nd half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On second down, Palmer. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team. Extra DB on the field for the Bills here on third down.
Yeah, maybe thinking pass. Fitzgerald's got it right side. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he